Just be smart. If you feel like he's head hunting and you can't handle it, work the head control, just protect yourself, okay? So that's some of the concepts so far on that. Now, when you're in this position, now you understand a little bit how to protect yourself, where you can start messing around with your feet, not overcommitting to a position. The other option now is to start messing with him. Like I said, when I was talking about range. Right now he knows where I'm at, but if he tried to grab me and I didn't like it, I could move away and come back. I could start to grapple. But now, if I get on a post, now you can see where my post is right now. This post right here can backfire on you. And it's only because of the position of my hand. You can see he's already looking for it. I can use this, if I have a cross grip here, I'm gonna be okay. But the other problem is that if he tries to pressure me forward, he's gonna attack me toward my low shoulder. I don't want that. I'm not offensive there. So now, if I'm here, I'm gonna move my hand. So now if he tries to push into me, I have a post. If I need to get away, I can go one, I push, pull myself out, and get out. Okay? Let's go back a little. So when you're here, I might be here, I want to try to keep my hand away and have some base. And I'm in this position, if he tries to throw a punch or whatever the case is, my range is back here. So if I have to move, it's a simple, and then I can come back or switch to a pummel or whatever the case is. So if you're here, try to protect your hand, don't leave it so close. Here, you can play, but it just depends how he's playing you. He can run you down. Get ready. Because no matter what happens, here, I can pull myself away. Now, even better, especially for you big guys. Big guys, learn to get to your hand, okay? Smaller guys can pop to their hand much better. And when they're down here, they tend to be much more fast. Big guys, when you're here, you tend to be really heavy on your post. And when you're heavy on your post, that means it's harder to move. And that means if you're going with another big guy, now you gotta carry his weight, you know? So a lot of people think weight is relative. It's not. 155 guy going with another 155 guy. The reason why that match looks different than two heavyweights going, because it is different, all right? Learning to understand your body type and how to deal with the weight. There's always the exceptions where you'll see a big guy that maybe was trained well by small guys have a small style, but it's rare, okay? And in my experience, if I'm at my hand and my hips are starting to get under my head, it's very easy for me to get up. Very easy for me to scramble. I can move, and once again, if I need to retract my range, now I can drop my range, I can move back my range, I can ball up, I can do lots of things, okay? So, one of the other options is to get to your hand, okay? And then I'll add this with, you know, head control, underhook, overhook, whatever the case is. But I'm trying to talk about the concepts. If you're really concerned about passing, you're worried about a lot of things, always be in a position to get up. It's one of the best situations you can do for yourself. Okay? Now, the other thing is be careful exposing yourself to the half guard. Just reaching in for no reason can get you backfired. All right? Because I see a lot of guys, they're so committed to the deep half, or they're so committed. I can beat most of these things with good head position. And if I can do it, other people can do it. So you got to be careful. Like if you're going to dive in for a half guard sweep, you want to make sure that it's explosive, that you're getting his weight up and over, and you're getting under him. You follow your technique. Don't just reach in to reach in. It's a bad habit, especially you guys that are maybe coaches, or you know, you're a higher level student and you're going with students a lot, you know, not as good as you. That's a poison. That's a poison, because you're going to get away with crap technique because they're not at the skill of you, and you can get away with just reaching in and toying around. And what happens, you just start practicing worse technique. Then you go against a guy your level, or maybe he's just a good athlete, or maybe he's a little better than you, and you just get destroyed because you gave him so many opportunities, because you have a habit of just kind of like, oh, I'm going to come in here and reach. Like, no, you got to make sure you're always protecting yourself. Make sure your sweeps are explosive. Keep everything realistic. I mean, if you're a professional, 100%, but if you're not, still, you want to compare yourself with professionals. So take yourself like a professional, train like a professional, look at things like a professional, because that speed and the aggression and the timing of that is all part of technique. It's all part of this game of trying to neutralize athleticism without a gi. Okay? That's all part of it. All right, so when you're here, pay attention to your range. Where's my head? What is he looking for? Okay? Pay attention to my bottom leg. Make sure I can get out there. Protect my bottom post. Okay? I can move my range. I can get up, get to my hand. I can stay on a low elbow, and I can fight either side. And I'm always trying to switch. I'm trying to play, pull lock. I'm moving my knee. I'm always digging around. I'm staying active. Sometimes I'll even switch my hook here. I'm always playing around to stay active, because without that, eventually a plan will be put in place and he will start to start to attack. And when he starts to do that, now you're playing reactive. The only problem with that game is he has one luxury you do not. He can just get up and leave. And that's something that is taken for granted. And it hurts a lot of grapplers when they transfer to MMA, because in MMA, there is no pressure by the referee for him to stay on top. If he decides to get up and leave, the ref will look at you, you gotta stand up. And it starts to become this weird game where none of your technique is working, and it becomes very frustrating for a lot of jiu-jitsu guys. And the reason for that is, in a grappling match, there's pressure on him to pass. So I can stay here and he's got to attack, he's got to come forward. In other words, you can get stalling points called on him. Okay, you can see that, man. So that concept right there is very, very important to understand, because if you just adjusted your style, and that's what I'm going to talk about today, is adjusting your style to come forward, to attack, to focus on get-ups and snap-downs, or what I call snap guard. That kind of stuff, that will work in grappling game. And then if you go to do MMA, it will work in MMA. And to me, that style, which I'll get in more to in this DVD, is the future, or I would even say the now.